Hey there, I'm Kevin Downey, and I run an agency called Kevin M. Downey, where we help B2B companies with their sales and marketing efforts. You can visit our website at kevinmdowney.com. Okay, today's topic, this is a fun one, is B2B business development. And I'm talking about business development in 2024, 2025. Is it part of sales or is it part of your marketing department? And this is a question that's really interesting because the reality is a lot of the methodology or psychology that we would use in successful B2B business development really is more sales style and driven. I'm going to explain it in a minute, but the mechanisms we need today with email in particular really kind of almost fall in to the marketing department. So it's really neither and both at the same time, right? So let me explain successful business development nowadays, B2B, what do you need to have? So if your prospect list is big enough, it's definitely going to be email that is the anchor and the driving force, right? And if your list is really small, it's going to be more sales BDR reps that are doing cold outreach instead of email that are going to be the anchor of your business. And most of our clients are running both, right? So they're running high volume automated email to drive inbound leads. And then, of course, they're doing very targeted select outreach with their reps, whether they're sales reps, account executives, or they've got dedicated BDR, SDR type team doing it. So when we think about the marketing side of things, what a lot of companies get wrong when they hand their business development to marketing because they want to focus on email is marketing people automatically want to market to companies. Their psychology and the way they message things is more constant contact and MailChimp style emails, graphical, and we're marketing from our company to you and telling you all about us as a company and what we do, right? That doesn't drive leads though. It's good backdrop. It's good to continually put yourself out there with that kind of stuff. It's good to do, content marketing and all podcast appearances and all those kinds of things are going to be great. YouTube videos like this. But those by themselves don't really drive leads very well, all right? So the marketing department in terms of email certainly can be at the core of you building your business development system, but they have to change the way that they do messaging. They need to do it a lot more like what you would do in sales department because what works in email is the same thing that we do on the front end of a cold call. Right? What we're doing on the front end of a cold call is lead generation. We are in a sales activity kind of thing. We're reaching out to identify decision maker and some level of pain point. Whether we're talking about general pain point or specific pain point or both, we need to have the sales psychology in there. So when we talk about pure business development and cold outreach, the sales methodology and the cold outreach methodology that you would use on the phone in the old days in particular is the same thing that we want to be doing now as the anchor, but we're going to do it with email. But you have to have the requisite target audience for that to really work, right? So I always say, and again, we've said this on a couple podcasts and other videos, if email is going to be your anchor, you need to have a target audience at least in the tens of thousands, meaning 50,000 and up, but ideally 100,000 or more. If you have a much narrower audience than that, if your target audience is only 10, 15, 20,000, certainly low tens of thousands or less, now your anchor needs to be reps. It needs to be rep driven, whether it's the sales team that's doing the cold outreach or a dedicated business development team. Now your anchor needs to be those reps because the audience is just too small to use high volume email as the anchor, basically because you would have to email people too often. And that's going to kill your email infrastructure and your reputation on those domains, and you're not going to be able to hold reputation and get to the inbox anymore. So you really need to spread it out. We really don't want to email people more than once a month. So anyway, interesting topic. We have this conversation a lot these days with what B2B companies are dealing with. Again, is it sales or marketing? Well, it's really both and it's really neither. Modern B2B business development is all about prospect list size. Messaging needs to be more like sales, but if you have a big enough audience, you're using email or marketing in email to drive the inbound leads, but it's got to be that sales messaging, that cold outreach messaging. Okay? All right, really appreciate it. Thanks for being here. If you need any help, visit kevinmdowney.com. Thanks for being here, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.